Something in my coffee. The heck? Now it's gone. In a world where we have just constant, ever-changing social media trends and books are being published at an alarming rate, I feel it's pretty easy to get lost as a reader. And I just wanted to share some principles that I've learned over the years that may help and guide you along your reading journey. We are surrounded by social media. Everywhere you look, everywhere you go, TikTok, YouTube, news outlets, ads, Instagram. It's all over the place, and it's quite hard to ignore. And we consume this content at an unhealthy rate. It's especially prevalent in the book community. You've got annual reading challenges on Goodreads. You've got top 10 lists getting thrown at you every day on YouTube, and this trend of book hauls, like, oh, look, I bought 40 books today. Come open this box with me. Bookshelf tours, oh, look how I organized my bookshelf, and I've got 1,000 books that I'll probably never read. I know I'm making fun of it a little bit, and these viral trends can be fun and exciting to watch and follow, but they can be a great distraction. Let's step back and slow down. Ignore all the noise of social media, all the trends and all the distractions, and ask yourself, why do you read? Do you read to learn a new skill? To gain knowledge of a certain subject you like? Is it to get lost and immersed in a fantasy world? And when you get that answer, go to the bookstore or a library, or go to your bookshelf and just pick out one book that you want to read, and start from there. Be intentional with your time. I think it's very easy to make excuses, especially after a long 9-to-5 job. Oh, I'm tired. I don't want to do anything. I just want to go on Netflix, YouTube, turn my brain off. I want you to carve out 30 minutes a day, whether it's on your lunch break or in the evening. 30 minutes with you and your book. That's it. Limit distractions. Put your phone away. Put it in another room or in the trunk of your car. And be with you and your book. That's it, for 30 minutes. This allows you to not only be intentional with your time, but with how you read. You will build discipline and focus. Your eyes will get better at following text. Your mind will get better at processing the information that you're reading. And the more time you dedicate to reading, the better of a reader you'll become. TBR, to be read. It is an acronym that people in the book community use to refer to their reading list. There are a few issues I have with the TBR. First off, the title, TBR, to be read, breeds the attitude of read to have read rather than read because you want to read. I saw this perspective on a channel called Better Than Food, I think. It changed my entire attitude and approach to reading. Society and book culture focus way too much on the to have read perspective. It's less about reading introspectively and reading with purpose, and more about the numbers. and how many I read. The other issue I have with the TBR is it's just an ever-growing list. It will never stop growing. I think people focus a little too much on adding to the list rather than focusing on what's in front of them and the book that is in their hands. The fact that the TBR list just continues to grow and grow and grow, you will never be able to catch up with it. Subconsciously, that is going to make reading a chore. And you never want reading to be a chore. It should be fun and filled with joy and excitement. You should read of your own volition. That's when it's most rewarding. You will never be able to read all the books in the world. That's just the hard truth. There's not enough time, not enough days in a year to do that. So erase your TBR. Delete it. I don't care if you have 50 books, 100 books, or 1,000. Get rid of it. Let's make a new list. Title it 10 Books I Want to Read. And take your time with it. And be intentional and think deeply on it. I believe this will bring an eagerness and an excitement and provide some motivation to you and to your reading. And here's a side principle, a little bonus round. You are not obligated to finish a book that you do not like. I don't care if you're a chapter in or 50 chapters in. If you don't like it, you don't need to read it. Again, reading shouldn't be a chore. Read what excites you. Read what you want to read. If you don't like a certain writing style or certain characters or just a certain subject matter, read something fun. Overconsumption. We're all guilty of it. Food, TV, video games, Beanie Babies, books, especially books, my gosh. The book community, I see so many videos about book hauls. It is one of my biggest pet peeves. Just watching people like, whoa, I bought 50 books, look at this, look at the big birthday book haul I got, whoa. Book hauls are such a distracting trend from actually reading and metabolizing what you're reading and focusing on what you're reading. Being grateful for what you have and what you own already. Collecting is fun, but it's essentially its own hobby. It's different from reading books, especially reading books you already own. Resist the urge when you see that beautiful red bar on Amazon Prime, on sale, 25% off. Be content with the books that you already have, the ones that are on your shelf. I think it's empowering rejecting these very influential social media trends. It's rewarding finishing what you started, finishing the book that is in your hands. And this is my last principle, and I've said it pretty much in every book video that I've made. It is the journey, not the destination. This coincides with every other principle I've gone over. Reading should never be a race or a competition. Ignore all the noise of social media and don't be discouraged or distracted by someone who has claimed that they've read more books than you in a year. Oh, I've read 50 or 100. I read 15 books in a day. Focus on you and what you read. Be intentional with your time and the books you choose to read. Metabolize each word. Sit on it. Think about it. Take notes. Write down some of your favorite phrases or quotes. Appreciate the journey of reading. Cherish the quiet moments of a character's development, the ups and downs, the conflicts, the celebrations. Because when it's over, it's over. You can only read a book for the first time once. So don't rush it, savor it. I hope these principles and tips have been helpful and continue to help you. Don't worry about the outside noise. It's about you and the books you choose to read. So go grab that book and have fun reading.